Welcome to another edition of Slumber Party Empties. Woo! I have a whole laundry basket of products I have used up, favorites, things to buy, things to try, things to not buy. I always like to give you guys the real scoop and my true honest opinion. I do zero sponsorships, so this is just real girl slumber party sharing a whole bunch of trash realness. So let's dive in. This is so satisfying. I don't know why I've never done this before, but I just organized my empties into subcategories so that we can talk about them like in a logical sequence instead of just how I pull them out of this laundry basket. So that's so satisfying. Okay, my first category is nails. This was the nail polish remover, the best ever, by the Zoya brand. I'm actually very confused why there's some in there. I guess because it has this really interesting pump where you put like a cotton pad and then you depress it and it saturates the cotton pad. Brilliant. But I guess maybe that's how much was left after I finished pumping it. So I'll have to open it up to get that last bit out. But I loved that nail polish remover. I've become a big fan of Zoya nail polishes, and that is just like, it's such a clean removal, even of like red polishes, and not dehydrating to the nails. We have a nail glue. This is from Static, and Static is my favorite brand of press-on nails, and I like their glue the best. Just the glue that it comes with is great. Like, it doesn't get all runny and drippy, so it's the perfect like consistency. But this is my favorite glue by them, and it's a brush-on nail glue. And it would have lasted me probably so much longer, but somehow I didn't like screw it shut properly after a manicure, and when I came back the lid is glued on and it was like on its side and all the glue had leaked out, and it was like a huge fail. So I need to get another one of these. I think it's like $8, but like I said, it could have lasted me forever, and it works so well to just brush the nail glue on so you don't get like little air bubbles under your press-on nails. And speaking of nails, these are the ones I have on right now. It's like leaking nails as I speak. Like I said, Static nails are my favorite, but they are a higher price point, and so that hasn't been in the budget, and instead I got these Kiss nails. I think I even might have vlogged this. They were like $5 on sale at Walgreens. These are the jelly nails, and I think that's just like not quite the trend for me. Like, I don't really like to see through my nails, so not loving this set, but you know, it's hit or miss. I've been doing my own manicures at home now for over a year, and press-on nails have been a blessing. So I'm glad that Kiss makes affordable ones, even though I don't love this jelly set. Okay, let's do some like household things. Have you ever seen a pillowcase in an Empties video before? I mean, it is empty because it doesn't have a pillow in it, but this pillowcase has run its course. This is the Slip brand silk pillowcase, and look how tattered it is. Like, the whole hem ripped off the back. It's like threadbare. Like, I can see you through this pillowcase. To its credit, it's still very soft. I mean, not that soft considering it's silk. Like, it's been through the ringer. I've had it probably like maybe 3 years, so I don't know how long the lifespan of a silk pillowcase should be, but for the price point on this brand, I would have hoped I'd have it till I was a granny. So I did not replace this with another Slip pillowcase, even though they are lovely to begin with. Even with delicate washing over the years though, I mean, this is just like, this is done. But I replaced it with an off-brand Slip, or is this a tongue twister, or am I just tongue twisted? An off-brand silk pillowcase. Much lovelier pink shade, I must say. And I have to say, it's so soft, like at least as soft as the Slip one was. And I almost feel like this silk feels thicker, like a little more luxurious. One thing I love about sleeping on a silk pillowcase is that it's cool. So when you go to bed, and it just feels so good and cool against your skin, or if you wake up in the night and you do like the classic pillow flip to get the cool side, it is the most lovely feeling. So I wholeheartedly recommend this one over the Slip brand, and it's a lot more affordable. I can't always find links to everything in Empties because it's like hundreds of things. So I try to give you the information, but if I can find this one, I will link it. I really am loving it. I got it for Nate in black. I think you guys saw that. Was that like Valentine's Day? I don't know, but he feels very fancy and he's loving it. Speaking of very fancy, my Cinderella Tervis tumbler. Look how cute. I love this so much. Okay, a couple more household items. I'm not good at saving candle empties for you. When I think of all the candles I've burned up and not shown you, it makes me a little sad. I should probably be better about that and we can do like a whole candles empty video. But I did save these two because these are like really special candles, really special. Jo Malone, you guys know this, like Jo Malone Sweet Almond and Macaroon. This is my candle of life right here. And then this one's a special candle, Trish McAvoy. It's called the Wild Blueberry Vanilla. I always say it smells like their perfume number 9, I think. But that's a really special memory one for me, and it's so good. And I also really like the small size because it's like perfect if you're journaling or something, or just doing your skincare and you only have like a little bit of time. You can light a little candle and let that burn, because if you saw my candle tips video, you know you gotta let your candles burn all the way across. Okay, what should we, I love having these categories. I feel so excited. Okay, let's do masks. Another thing I'm not good at saving the empties for you guys is masks usually, but I tried a little bit better this time. So this is a fun one, Dr. Jart Shake and Shot. You've probably seen this. It has the fun packaging. I've done this one a couple times. This honestly was expired. This expired at the end of last year and I just did it recently. My face is still on, as you can tell, so I think it's okay. I tend to not take expiration dates very seriously on skincare unless they smell off. It's not like food. Like food I won't eat once it's expired, but with skincare I'm like, I paid money for it though. I want to use it. Not that I don't pay money for food, but I don't know. It's different in my head. So anyway, I used this and I loved it, and it's very interesting. It's like this weird rubber fluid on your face. I like to do it in the bath because I just find it very messy and it's like slippy and slidey. So I'm not gonna like rush out and get it again. For me, it's like kind of a novelty mask that was like fun to do a few times, but maybe in the next Sephora sale I might pick it up, I don't know. Okay, another mask. This one I really love. This one I hope I can get into the budget to replace soon. It's Dr. Hauschka. I like this line a lot. You can get it at like Whole Foods and you can't even see it because I got, look at this, like I sucked every drop out of there. I'm very proud of this. This is one of those like metal tubes, like kind of old school apothecary type packaging. And in case you don't know, like the best way to get all of your product out of a tube is with a key. And my friend Jen got me this and she just like spoke to my soul with this. It's by the brand L'Occitane, and you just slide, like it has a little slit. Okay, I'm not showing this to you well, but you slide the tube into the key and then you twist it and it lets you leverage the product. And like, I'm telling you, I got every drop out of this mask. It was so satisfying. Oh, but I haven't even told you what it's called. The Revitalizing Mask. And I felt like it just really like calmed my skin, brought it back to neutral, like a very chill face mask. So I loved that one. Just while we're on the subject of this key, you can also use it on toothpaste. So if you have anyone in your family who's like a middle of the tube squeezer, you know who those people are. Maybe some of you watching are middle of the tube people. But this makes it so satisfying for those of us into the tube squeezers. Comment below and tell me what kind of toothpaste squeezer you are. But as you use your toothpaste, you can just roll it down with this key and get every drop. And that way no one will come along and be tempted to squeeze it wrong because it's like all rolled up. Anyway, this one's already empty, so that wasn't the most dramatic demonstration, but I think you get the point. I'm sure other brands make something like this on Amazon that's probably cheaper than the official L'Occitane key. I don't know exactly what you would call this, so we'll have to see what we find for that. But while I'm holding it, here's my toothpaste, Crest 3D White. I've used this for so long. Is it the Radiant Mint is the scent or flavor? And this does, I think, include SLS, which is sort of like a controversial ingredient. Sometimes I get like, I'll get a little pimple somewhere in my mouth region, and I'm not sure. My esthetician friend had said it might be from my toothpaste. I kind of think it's from like greasy popcorn though. Like, I think I can usually tie it back to like, oh, I shouldn't have had that buttery popcorn. But I don't know, it's something to be aware of. This isn't like probably the most wholesome toothpaste that there is. Okay, back to masks. So look at me, I saved some sheet masks to discuss. This is truly a random assortment of the masks I've done lately because I didn't save them all. DC, that's so weird, my dog never barks. DC, you okay, bud? He's fine. So this is sort of a random assortment, but my friend, I gotta go, DC never barks, what the heck? DC wanted to say hi. You wanna say hi? He never barks, like he's such a quiet little angel, but I think they were dropping deliveries like door to door on our hallway, and he was like, you need to be paying attention to this human. He was protecting us. Thank you, buddy. He's such a good doggy. You guys are so sweet to ask about him, and he's doing great. You know, he misses his sister, like we all do. But he has a good appetite, and he's very healthy. And he gets to play. He's been playing a lot. I'm so happy. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. Okay, so on the topic of sheet masks. My friend and I did a challenge. Do I have like dog hair all over? My friend and I did a challenge to do a sheet mask every day for 10 days in a row. So fun. I feel like my skin was just like living its best life, thriving. So also it's great to just treat yourself that much for, you know, that many days in a row and not just be like, oh, I'm saving it for a special occasion. So I'll just quickly share some of these masks that I have here. This is the rice water sheet mask. I've been really loving this one. This one's by 9 Wishes. So that's become like a major go-to. It's like hydrating, but not greasy. This one was really fun. Have you tried a sparkling mask yet? Love this. If you do it in a bubble bath, you might attain nirvana because the sheet mask itself starts to bubble to the point where it looks like you have like a bubble bath on your face. And then being in the bubble bath, I was just like, what is life? I'm just so happy right now. So a few different brands make this. This one is Shang Pri, and it was fabulous. I don't usually go in for like charcoal masks because I don't have the skin type that needs a lot of clarifying. But if you do, I think you would probably really love that. This one is so fun. I saved this for a while. It was like a special, in fact, I bet it was expired. Let's see. Well, I don't know. It was manufactured last year. Who cares, right? But this was like a special collab between Moschino and Sephora, and it looks exactly like the picture, so it's kind of disorienting on a human face, but it looks like a teddy bear, and I just thought this was so cute and fun. This is a really special mask. Erno Laszlo. If you're not familiar, this is like a very special skincare brand. Vintage Hollywood era, just like Marilyn Monroe, so fabulous, really good skincare. They have this really interesting mask that is like 2 steps, and you have to like mix this with some fluid and like stir it up in a cup, and then you put it on your face, kind of similar to that Dr. Jart rubber mask actually. I just loved it. I enjoy a mask that has like chemistry involved, and you're like stirring things up and you feel like a little chemist. So that was great. Okay, these are so cute. And I really love collagen, so this one's great. MediHeal makes really good masks. Collagen Impact, is that one? This was Face Story, Glow Baby Glow. Look how happy and cute the packaging is too. So that was a fun glowing mask. And then this one I have also loved. It's called Silk Blanket Moisturizing Mask. The brand on this one is Etude House. A lot of these are K-Beauty, and I just think the best masks come from a lot of Korean products and brands. So those are some of the sampling of things I've put on my face. Let's go ahead into facial skincare. And let's see, I've used up my cellar water. I always go through these. Garnier, this one's their Rose, which I mainly get because it's in a pink bottle. What else? We did some toners. This is probably my favorite budget toner right now, Mamand. And look how pretty it is. Love that. It has the rose on it. Really nice, just kind of Just a solid rose toner that won't lead you wrong. But probably my favorite toner that I've ever been able to use in my entire years on this planet is again from that brand, Erno Laszlo. They have like a set that I was so lucky to get from a friend that has a lot of these products that I'm going to be showing you that I've sadly used up. And this was one. They call it the Skin Supplement Lotion. I used it as a toner. I think that was right. But oh, it felt so good and like hydrating. And just like my skin just felt like, you know, like full of nutrients. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but some toners leave my skin feeling stripped. And this was totally the opposite. So maybe it's even more like an essence than a toner, but so good. Another toner I used up. Okay, I am like, are you proud of me? I've been using things up. Like that is kind of my theme for this year. Like I just want to use things up and share them with you and like not hoard things and just enjoy them. So I made it through 2 other whole toners. This is the Kopari Coconut Rose. Kopari is a fun brand. They do, like, I feel like all coconut oil is probably similar, but I do love their coconut oil. So they do a lot of good coconut products. This toner didn't like totally rock my world, but I'm glad that I used it up. I also had this one, Herbivore, their Rose Hibiscus Spray. So lovely. What a great size to like throw in your purse or in your car. Keep one in the fridge and mist your face after a long walk or something. It's got coconut water and it's a little bit more hydrating, but yeah, it was delightful. More skincare. Okay, this has to be one of the most just divine serums. I love Estee Lauder. This line especially is so nice. The Advanced Night Repair Serum. I savored every drop. I really felt like it was creating little skin miracles in my sleep. It was divine, but it is empty now. So that's a good one to maybe get during like the Sephora sale. It is, in my opinion, like more of an investment piece of skincare. So, okay, here's Glossier Bubble Wrap Eye Cream. I really love this. Like, of course, Glossier, so cutest packaging ever. I love an eye cream that's a pump and you don't have to stick your fingers in it. It doesn't feel germy. We went through some makeup wipes. These are an old standby, micellar wipes from Trader Joe's. Good price, love them. Sephora Rose Cleansing Wipes. These smelled so good. Packaging still smells good. Like a nice, I'd say a true rose scent, not like a disgusting fake rose scent. So those were nice and not too drying. Usually when I have cool little travels packs, I just put them in our suitcases and I use them when we travel, and it's kind of fun and special. Remember travel? And this one would have been perfect for that. And so I had it in my suitcase for a while. And then finally recently I was like, you know what? We're not gonna be traveling for a while still probably. And I don't want all those cool samples to go bad in my suitcase. So that's why you'll see more travel sizes in these empties. But this was a cool set that I got at Sephora, Ulla and Riksen. And it was like little packets with AM and PM all sectioned out for you. So it had like a morning vitamin C serum and a moisturizer, and an evening, I think it was an AHA serum and a moisturizer. Didn't love the night moisturizer. Didn't love either of the moisturizers. Loved both of the serums. So I might get those serums full size. Truth Serum, I used to use that as their vitamin C serum. It's good. It's just like a little bit soapy is the texture. And then the night one is Invigorating Night Transformation Gel with AHA. And it kind of made my skin sting the tiniest bit. Just enough that I was like, ooh, feels like it's doing something. But it never irritated my skin or anything like that. And this was just a nice little set because it was 7 days worth of the product, so I really got to try it out. Another one from Erno Laszlo that is sad to see go was their night cream. Really, really, really nice night cream. I also love their packaging with like the classic black and white. But as you can see, I got every last drop out of here and it is no more. So buy a little night cream. Here's another sample we went through, Laneige Water Bank Moisture Cream. This came in my Sephora birthday gift this year if you get the little Laneige kit. Speaking of which, yeah, I have a bunch of empty Laneige lip masks. But I loved this. I used it as an every night moisturizing cream. Yeah, that is what you're supposed to do with it. And I loved it. It was like really moisturizing. not quite greasy, but headed towards a greasy direction. I like to go to bed like a glazed donut, so I was all about it and thoroughly enjoyed it. Here's another night cream that I would just love to have the full size. One day I must get the full size of this. But Besame Cosmetics is one of my favorites. They do really cool vintage inspired products, and their skincare that just came out is a dream. But it's pricey. Like, it's beautifully packaged in glass jars and it's made in America, so the price just gets up there. So I don't have their full-size night cream, but let me tell you, I got this little sample and it was so good. Like, really creamy. Again, not greasy, but thinking about being greasy. Like, I really love a night cream with some staying power. I love when I wake up and I'm like waiting for my coffee to brew and I just touch my face. I'm like, ooh, I'm still hydrated. Like, such a nice little moment. Another face cream. I must be very well moisturized, but then again, it's been a while since we did Empties. But this is Emma Hardy, new line for me to be discovering, and again, fell in love with it. They make an amazing face balm cleanser, and this was a moisturizer, age support cream. Who couldn't use a little age support? I thought that was a great product. This one, favorite of life. I always come back to this. Pond's Cold Cream. I mean, just, you can't go wrong. Look at that. Scooped it out. I would never question a beauty product that has been tried and true since, like, what, the 1920s. Love the product, love the formula. We need a whole video on cold cream. I keep saying that. We need one. But if I may just make one humble suggestion to the brilliant minds at Pond's, who are no doubt watching this video, like, far be it from me to question, because I know it's been this way forever, but like, the shape of this bottle kind of sucks. Like, you already know I don't love dipping my fingers into products, and especially this, like, it's hard to get to the bottom of this product. So I just feel like if it was like a wider jar that didn't get narrow at the bottom, it'd be easier to scoop everything out. Very petty. Don't mind me. It's iconic and it's a great product. So love this. I always go through that. Y'all know my favorite cotton squares, Walgreens, has to be the premium ones so that you don't get lint all over your face. And that's all the face skincare products. So now we could go into makeup. This is one of my favorite foundations on a budget, Revolution brand, Conceal and Define. I consider it like a dupe for Clinique Beyond Perfecting. I'm in the shade F5. I don't know if that's right, but that's the shade I always get. And I'm sure I will replace this because I do really like this foundation. I think it's really good coverage. Anytime you can use it as a concealer or a foundation, I feel like you get pretty good coverage, like bang for your buck. Also, I used up this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. This is more like, what do they call it, a BB cream? Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. So pretty much on the opposite spectrum of coverage. This, I would say, is like no coverage. It's more like a tinted moisturizer. Has SPF in it, so that's always a win. Does this one have SPF? No. But yeah, I like the Bare Minerals one because it's just really light and nice on your skin, but it's not gonna like hide any imperfections. Another one, this was a CC cream cushion by the brand M Cosmetics. And I love a CC cushion. Like, could there be any easier way to apply foundation? You don't need a brush, you don't have to get your hands dirty. So great when you just want to be a little bit more polished. This one was great and it had SPF in it as well. It's called the Daydream Cushion. The shade was Fair. All right, we have a slew of eye products here. 2 e.l.f. brow pencils. I always go through these. I'm in the shade Taupe. They are $2. So that is the brow pencil for me. Let's see, we have some liners. This was the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner Liquid Liner. This might be my favorite liquid liner of life. But for a product that I go through really fast, like those brow pencils or like eyeliner, I like to be on the cheaper end of the spectrum. So this was kind of a treat. I think it came in maybe like my 2020 birthday gift from Sephora, and I made it last as like my in-between special eyeliner. But I finally used it up, and that's just a nice one, like felt tip, really nice. This is my go-to kind of like mid-range eyeliner. The Glossier one, it's again just a really nice felt tip. I never have problems with its waterproofness. It goes on really smoothly and nicely. It's inky, but it's not too inky. This is kind of like the Goldilocks of eyeliners for me. Like, it's at a medium price point. This is perfect. And lastly, favorite mascara of life. This just has not changed at all. Better Than Sex Too Faced. I love this mascara. As you see, I will go with like the drugstore brows, the drugstore eyeliner, or other like more affordable options, but this one, oh, so worth it to go high end. I've tried the dupes. I feel like I've tried every mascara. This is the only one I always come back to, and people always ask if my lashes are real. Like, it just gives so much length. If you like that dramatic like false lash look, so good. I love it. Okay, things that make you smell good. I love this deodorant. It smells like a perfume. It's called Pearl and Beauty by Nivea, and it's like a liquid roll-on antiperspirant. I would kind of prefer like a traditional just bar deodorant, or a spray in this scent would be fabulous, but I always just come back to this because it smells so good. Also, I went through this little perfume. I got this for Christmas, a set of Jo Malone fragrances that were so lovely. But this one, I just went through it so fast. Rose and Magnolia, two of the most heavenly flowers on our beautiful planet, and I just couldn't get enough of the scent. So good. I love all rose perfumes, as you know, so this is one to consider adding to your arsenal. This is just a favorite. I always go through Laneige lip mask. This one's the mint chocolate one, so that's fun, although it does kind of tint your lips green for a moment, but so good. I also have like two other smaller ones that I went through. I didn't do a good job saving my lip empties, but just know I always go through a ton of these, and I always go through a ton of my beloved Bite Agave lip balm. It's like a chapstick style, and those two products are the only things that stay on my lips and keep my lips hydrated. It's so nice. I need to stock back up in a major way at the Sephora sale. Here's an eyeshadow, by the way, while we were just talking about makeup. There's like a ton of pan, and let me tell you, part of me was like, you can keep getting product out of that for a while, but no, this is dead. I had to call it. And it's the Woodwinked shade of MAC. I think I've had like 3 of these now. It's like just a kind of a nice sort of neutral with almost like a metallic. I would swatch it for you, but it truly is empty, so look it up if you're looking for like a good metallic kind of shadow. What to go to next? Okay, let's do hair next. I went through some all-time favorites ever. My beloved Moroccan dry shampoo in the light tones. I swear by this. If you have blonde hair and you want to like hide your roots that are coming in, or tone it a little bit because it's a bit purple, so it'll get orangey tones out of your hair. I went through 2 of those. I love it so much. And this is my other favorite, the Caviar Rapid Repair Spray. They gave me a little fright because they didn't discontinue it, but they repackaged it, and apparently Sephora doesn't carry it anymore. So I'll have to get more of this, but it smells like perfume for your hair, and you don't want to go too heavy with it because it adds instant shine. It could definitely make your hair greasy if you're prone to that, but a little goes a long way, and it makes your hair smell so good, so good. I also took to using this No Yellow hair mask by the brand Bright. You can get it at Target. It's cruelty free. You can get like 2 or 3 uses out of this pouch. I thought it was kind of cool packaging. And I just started using like 1/3 of this every time I conditioned my hair. So basically using a hair mask every time I wash my hair, which is only once a week. I don't like to overwash my hair. So this worked really well to take the purple tones, or to put the purple tones in and take the orange tones out, which is a huge help with all of the hair struggles that this past year and limited salon access has brought. All right, and lastly, I just have a bunch of body products, so we'll go through these quickly. Eczema Honey is a brand that my aunt introduced me to. I don't have eczema, but I loved their products so much. This is the full body moisturizer, delightful. By the way, in case you haven't seen this hack, cut it. I use like kitchen scissors so I can really cut it well. Cut that baby open and look how clean it is. You can get all the lotion out that way. This one was really fun. I enjoy the Hemp's brand products so much, and look at this one. Milk and honey, just like our channel. So this one was lovely. Nice scent, very hydrating. I didn't cut it open because I was able to just leave it on my counter like this, and everything dripped out. So rest assured, we got all of that lotion. Another one that I cut open, I really like this. Well, I love this line, Soap and Glory. Their packaging is so cute, and I always come back to this lotion, Body Milk. Honestly, because it is like, I think the cutest bottle. It has a lot of pink. But it's also just kind of like milkshakey, oatmeal-y, just a nice formula. We went through a bunch of hand creams this past month. Cake heavy cream. The cake products, if you haven't tried them, they smell so good. Exactly like what they say they smell like. And this heavy cream one was such a nice, rich hand moisturizer. Love it. We have the Glossier moisturizer. I love their hand cream. A couple of you have told me the scent is very hit or miss. For me, it's a hit. So good. And then the packaging, I mean, just, I love the packaging so much. Just like Zippo of lotion. So fun. And I was going to refill it because the packaging is so fun. It's tricky, but you can get the lid off if you try. The lid does unscrew. It just has kind of like a crazy screw top, so you could refill it. I didn't because in all of my obsessive need to get every last drop, I kind of cracked it at the seam. So if you want to get this and reuse it, because it's the perfect purse size, like look how well that fits in like a little purse pocket. It's like a little palm-sized perfect bottle. Just don't squeeze it too hard like I did. I was like wringing out, because this is like a rubbery type of consistency. I was like trying to wring out every drop of lotion. I succeeded, but I need to order it again, is what I'm saying. This hand cream was so magical. In fact, I don't speak Spanish fluently, but I'm pretty sure magic is in the title there. I got this when we were traveling to Mexico in oh my gosh, was that 2019? I guess it must have been, because I know it wasn't last year. But I got this in Guanajuato, Mexico. Beautiful, beautiful place if you ever get the chance to go. We had the best time there. And I met this fabulous woman that was selling some really cool spa products in like the market there. So I got a bunch of these hand creams for me and girlfriends to bring home, and it was the best hand cream. It was so thick and hydrating. If anybody is at all familiar with like Mexican brands, or if you can, if you have any information on the whereabouts of this lotion, I don't know. I need to just go back to Guanajuato because it was so beautiful and wonderful. Okay, the last hand cream that I went through was this one. We've talked about it before. It's the Supergoop brand. And I like this one because it has SPF. My favorite hand cream of all time, just for the record, is still Deborah Lippmann Rich Girl, which has SPF in it. This one's not quite as like, honestly, I like my hand creams, again, a bit greasy. Like I like them to stay on my hands. I don't want to be able to use my phone for at least 10 minutes. Like I want a hand cream that's rich. So this one wasn't super rich, but great to have the SPF. Here's kind of a random product, but I got this for Nate for after he shaves his face to prevent ingrown hairs, and he wasn't using it because he's such a low maintenance, like 2 products person. And when we go on a trip, it's literally just 2 things I have to pack for him. And he couldn't be bothered to use this, so I took it back and I used it to prevent ingrowns of my own. And it worked really, really well. So if you want to use this like on your bikini line, you can. It stings a little, but it gets the job done, and it worked perfectly. Okay, this is like a favorite of life. Like whenever I do my next favorites video, this will have to be in there. The rose oil. This has rose and peony, and I think, does it say bergamot? Yep, so good. This is one of the most incredible smells. It's Provence Beauty. I love putting this on after the bath, before bed. So good. Very hydrating because it's, you know, an oil, but I'm here for the scent on that. Okay, last few products. Look at this gorgeous big old bottle of bubble bath that we used up. Lalia brand. I don't think it's gonna focus for you. They make the most divine body bubble baths, and this was sugared pastille. So nice. Like, just look at this beautiful jar. So pretty. So I will definitely be reusing that. You know what it'd be gorgeous as? A vase. Ooh, I like that idea. I made it through this, which felt like a huge achievement because I have like 8 body washes open at a time, and this one was huge. But this is just the Dove Purely Pampering. It has shea butter, and warm vanilla. I was hoping it'd have like an incredible life-changing vanilla scent. It didn't, but it was kind of hydrating for a body wash, so I'm not complaining. And then lastly, yes, lastly, we have two scrubs here. This one's by Dr. Teal's. I really like Dr. Teal's bath products. The Epsom salts and also this salt scrub was the first time I tried this, and it was so good. Pink Himalayan. Sometimes salt scrubs are like a bit aggressive for my skin, but this one was not. And the oil that it was in was perfect, like really felt moisturizing and hydrating, and my skin felt so soft. This one was also really fun, the Balance brand body scrub. And let me just tell you, this one smelled so good. Sweet vanilla, but with like a little musk in there. I love vanilla products that have a musk scent. That's what I was hoping this Dove body wash would be, but it wasn't. But this smells so good. It kind of reminded me of that Victoria's Secret vanilla lace that they discontinued that I loved. So yeah, this was very fun to go through as a body scrub. And that is everything. So be sure to hit subscribe, stick around so I can see you in my next video, and we will get up to more fun beauty YouTube slumber party type adventures soon. Bye.